Shmai and welcome. Today's vlog is coming from the beautiful Scottish Highlands, where I've headed to the Knoydart Peninsula, where I'm going to be taking a hike to the most remote pub in the mainland UK. Now this is being brought in association with Wiggle. There's a surprise at the end of the video, so stick around. But the hike actually starts from a little place called Kinloch Hourn, which is here just off the Knoydart Peninsula. It's absolutely majestical. Stunning place. To get to it was a trek in itself. Now it's a 22-mile one-way road, which was windy, twisty, real Jurassic Park vibes coming off it. It was like going back in time. It's stunning. But yeah, the hike starts here, and from here it is 15 miles or 25 kilometers over the Knoydart Peninsula to the old forge in Inverie. So let's get into it. Look at these views, absolutely majestical views. We're only about an hour and a half into the hike. Stunning so far, blown away by the landscape. Starts in Kinloch Hourn, which is a dead end of a loch, and the path follows the edge of the loch around 10 kilometers into the Knoydart before making a big climb. But absolutely stunning. The loch is fjord-like in appearance with its steep mountainous sides. Beautiful. Every corner you go around, honestly, blows your mind. Path is kind of a good mixture. It's quite clear, but a mixture of rock, gravel, some undulating climbs. But yeah, so far so good. In total, there's 10 of us on this hike. There's myself, Sean and Josh, who are all from the outdoors adventure community. Then there is 2 people from Lad Bible, 2 people from Wiggle, and 2 people from We Are the Romans, who are the PR company, and then our guide, Stephen, some man. Right, an hour and a half in, let's push on. So we're around 3.5 hours or 10 kilometers into the walk, and we've just reached BARRISDALE Bay, which is behind me, and that kind of marks the end point of the first section of the walk. Now from here the views are absolutely majestical. You've got LADHAR behind me, which at 1,082 meters is the highest peak on the Knoydart Peninsula. And if I spin it around, you look down the loch towards Isle of Skye. It is majestical. The views the entire way so far have just blown me away from minute one. Right, from here we have a little bit of climbing up to the highest point of the route, Mam at BARRISDALE, which is 450 meters. So we've got a bit of ascent, and it's downhill to the old forge. Let's go. So this is BARRISDALE Bothy and campsite. £5 honesty box. Not often you have to pay for bothies. I think that's for the upkeep. Sleeps around 12. Toilet, sink, running water. Very posh for a bothy. We're stopping here for a bit of food before making the push up to Mam's BARRISDALE.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Sharing's caring. One team, one dream.
So we have made it up to the saddle of BARRISDALE, and the views are phenomenal. That's where we're heading, towards Inverie. That's looking down the valley. The view back where we just came from, absolutely stunning. That was a tough slog up that hill. 450 meters of elevation. This is the highest point on the route. We're currently just over 15k in, so 10 more k to go downhill to the old forge. Beers at the ready. To the pub. So we're around 16k in, and we stumbled across a little herd of wild Highland cows. Look at these beautiful creatures. So on the final little stretch now into Inverie to the old forge, the last sort of 7-8k has been gravel bridleway, so it's been nice to switch off and give the feet a bit of a break, but it's been an absolutely majestical day. Loved every minute of it. I want to say a huge thank you to Wiggle for putting this event on, giving me the opportunity to take part in it. They haven't asked me to make this video, but I wanted to do it anyway just to showcase how epic and incredible this landscape is. But while I'm on the subject, I'm wearing this brand Fon, which is part of Wiggle. A lot of you would probably be aware from my videos that I've been wearing Fon for a while. It's a brand I trust, it's a brand I love, and it's a brand that I'd recommend. So check them out, they are available up on Wiggle. Right, last little stretch to the pub. So made it the 15 miles, 25 kilometers to the old forge pub here in Inverie. And now this pub used to be a pilgrimage for many, a rite of passage, but unfortunately over the years it fell under dire straits, a bit of neglect, and it was taken over by the local community. In 2022, there's 90 shareholders, which is officially 75% of the population of this small little village, but they are renovating it and it will be reopened as of the start of July. And look at this view. That's up there with one of the best.
Simply lovely.
Up there with one of the best beer gardens you will get. But yeah, big thank you to Wiggle for putting this trip on, and the reason they put this trip on is they have teamed up with Knoydart Brewery to launch their own ale. It is a blonde ale called Trail, and from the 1st of July, if you head to the Old Forge and quote Wiggle, you will get yourself a free bottle. So that's the whole reason they put this trip on. Incredible trip, incredible company, and the beer actually tastes delicious, the ale, so I should say. But yeah, and it's not just the 15 miles speaking there. Absolutely lovely.
This for the boys and a girl, actually. Haven't said that. See you in the morning.
Cheers. Cheers. back at the harbour at Mallaig. We caught a little rib over. That was super fun. And look at these views. See over to the Isle of Skye, and then you've got rum and egg behind me. Absolutely stunning. But it's been a majestical day. Great company, phenomenal views. So big thank you to Wiggle for putting this on, and big thank you to Steve from Adventure Nest for the guiding. I am going to write a blog on the route as well, so you can find that in the description below. I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe and all that. Until next time, diolch yn fawr.